instinct.
Revilla goes to his right. Revilla puts it up.
Confidence.
Ravena, all the way. Posterizes Carrillo.
Pride.
Torres, Rondial tries to tip it to himself. He gets it back. Rondial gets it up.
Excitement. UAAP Season 76. Greatness never ends.
Point lead. Buenafe for three. Boom, baby! Kicks it back out to Wami Youngson for three. 7 points for Wami. Steal by Elorde. They go up ahead to Ravena. Ravena hands in the air. Ravena up top to Chris Newsom.
What a pass. What a look away first. With the advantage of that possession.
ADO spinning into a double team. It doesn't matter. Decides to use the Torres screen though. Dang gets the switch reverse layup against the defense.
Missed opportunity para sa Adamson to add to that lead. Bang almost traveled there.
Oh, what a shot!
Vosotros to the rescue.
Montalvo gets it inside the Perkins. Perkins muscling his way through. Perkins grabs his own miss.
UAAP Season 76. Greatness never ends.
What a way to kick off the first day of the month of September. USD and FPU in a grind fest earlier on, with USD outlasting FPU in double overtime for a 79-78 win. And that sets up our second game of our Sunday doubleheader to complete weekend action in the UAP Season 76. Round number 2. The two teams that have their own winning streaks, Ateneo de Manila University Blue Eagles at 6-4 versus their arch rivals, De La Salle University Green Archers, also at 6-4, and it is all airing live on Studio 23 all over the world via the Filipino channel, and of course in high definition on Balls HD channel 167. It's great to have you with us here. Boom Gonzalez together with TJ Manotok for ABS-CBN Sports. And of course, completing our broadcast team will be Ina Ongsiaco from DLSU and Selena Dagdag from Ateneo. They will give us an in-depth look on their respective teams in a bit. Good to see you, girls. It's been a while since I worked with both of them. And TJ, well, we're doing this again. Round number 2, Ateneo La Salle. Couldn't have been better. Ateneo on a 5-game winning streak. La Salle, 3-game winning streak, winning 4 of their last 5. They're both at 6-4. They're both hungry for a win, regardless of, team standings. We all know Ateneo and La Salle want to beat each other always, but all the more important and highlighted by our team standings.
Exactly. I can't remember the last time a second-round Ateneo La Salle duel had this much on the line, considering how tight the team standings are bunched up in the middle. And we'll give you a look at that right now, updated, of course, with what happened in our first game.
What a game, huh?
After that, oh my goodness. Okay yun eh.
We're still recovering.
Tayo dun eh. Pero may isa pa pala eh. May isa pang napakagandang laro para po sa ating lahat. Okay, so obviously with that loss of FEU, they dropped down to second place at 8-4. That gives NU the temporary solo lead at 8-3. And of course, for USC, they go up to 6-5, putting pressure on these two teams doing battle in a few minutes. La Salle and Ateneo at 6-4, only a half-game lead ahead of USC. And then you still have UE knocking on the door at 5-5. They also still have a strong chance of barging into the Final Four.
And as what the first game has elaborated, or actually emphasizes, anything can happen here in this ball game. Now let's go back to July 7 at the Mall of Asia Arena when these two teams first met, and that was pretty much a tale of two halves, TJ.
It was so different. In the first half, you saw a really confident really strong Ateneo team. They led by 12 points, 40-28, and they were almost must have been thinking, aba, okay tayo, we can beat LaSalle even without Kiefer Avena, because that was one of the few games that he did miss. And then in the second half, this kid happened. Vosotros or Vosotres happened to De La Salle, and Ateneo just didn't know what hit them in the second half, because Vosotros poured in 14 of his 19 points all that second half, and he even helped out in the rebounds with 9 boards as well, totally eclipsing the huge performance of first-year player Chris Newsom, who gave everything he could. 27 points for Ateneo, add to that 7 rebounds, but not enough to survive that second half onslaught of LaSalle to get that win in the first round.
Little footnote though, in that first meeting, no Kiefer Ravenna in that game. Chris Newsom was obviously spectacular in that game, but you also saw how different the dynamic was in that Ateneo team. Without Kiefer Ravenna, that is a different story here in round number 2. Everybody's complete except for LaSalle without Thomas Torres today, serving his 1-game suspension. We'll talk more about this game and these two teams when we come back here on Studio 23.
UAAP Season 76. Greatness never ends.
We're back inside at the Araneta Coliseum, but this is the scene outside, and has been a regular scene during the Ateneo LaSalle games, getting ready to check in to this very crucial matchup where both teams are at 6-4. Again, this is ABS-CBN Sports giving you this coverage live. Let's talk about the Ateneo Blue Eagles, this time on a 5-game winning streak, matching the National U streak also at 5, or at number 1, as you explained sa ating team standings, and then capped off by that incredible game that they had against the previously number 1 team, the FEU Tamaraws.
You could not have punctuated this run any better with the way they demolished FEU, the way they beat them. Look at the numbers, just as an insight on some of the numbers that they posted in that game. All season highs, folks. Season high in points, 92. Season high in terms of starters combined output at 67 points. Season high in rebounds, which is something that people, had feared that might have a problem for Ateneo this year, considering they lost so many big men. 58 rebounds, and a season high as well in assists at 21 assists. You couldn't have asked for a better kind of momentum in terms of not just the amount of wins, Boom, but the quality of the wins you're coming into against a big game. You're tied at 6-4, and you're going up against your arch rival, De La Salle.
And as much as they've really turned up the numbers offensively, one of the things that they really improved on, TJ, is really their defense. They are clamping down on their opponents. They're forcing them into bad field goal shooting. Now it's now at 35%, and then 63.7 points per game na lang in this 5-game winning streak.
Exactly. Parang almost 10 points yung drop off ng average points they give up to their opponents compared to the first round.
Correct.
Or actually compared to the last, before this 5-game winning streak.
Before that,
and then within this 5-game winning streak, it's just a huge thing. Coach Bo Perasol spoke about it in their post-game after FEU. We asked about it, about how much has the improved defense been a huge factor, and he admits that it has been a key factor in really being able to keep each other confident about their individual defensive skills, because he feels they're very good individually and doing it well as a unit. And beyond that, it has helped them reach that level of that winning mentality that he says he finally sees it again. That winning mentality that Ateneo has had for the last 5 years, winning those straight titles, he thinks it's finally back.
All right, let's get more from Coach Bo Perasol, courtesy of Selena Dagdag, who joins us. Is there a new philosophy that's going in through this 5-game winning streak and that winning mentality that TJ is talking about, Selena?
Well, indeed, Boom and TJ, there have been a couple of things that have been aiding the boys during their past few matchups. That's why they have been performing very well. Now, aside from the winning mentality from the past few years making a comeback, Coach Bo believes that deconstructive theory has helped them a lot. So let me talk a little bit more about this deconstructive theory. According to Coach Bo, instead of focusing on their big goals, say for example, beating a specific team, what they do is they create small goals or small steps in order to attain that big goal. So in their game against FEU, that small step was to stay in front of their man no matter what. Now, Coach Bo believes that this system has been working tremendously well for all of his players because it does not overwhelm them. Paulit-ulit ring sinasabi ni Coach Bo, never underestimate your opponents. Sabi pa nga ni Coach Bo, talagang ang maganda ang ipinakita nila ng laban nila sa FEU, subalit medyo sinuwerte lang rin din sila kasi off day ng FEU ng araw na yon. So Coach Bo continuously tells the team to keep working hard and more than anything to focus on the task at hand in order to manipulate the results. Boom and TJ.
Selena, napag-usapan mo na rin si Coach Bo. Maraming nagtatanong, hindi na natin siya nakita nagpalit ng polo.
Sure ka dyan,
Nag-t-shirt.
Sure mo din,
Doon sa 5-game winning streak, mula nung nanalo siya, dire-diretso, yun ang sinuot niya. Ang tanong, iisa lang ba yung polo niya o marami yan? At ito ba'y talagang parang pahiyang ni Coach Bo Perasol?
Well, you know what, Boom TJ, I specifically asked Coach Bo about what was up with that shirt para lang sa inyo. At ang sabi ni Coach Bo, hindi niya naman daw ito swerting shirt. Gusto niya lang itong sinusuot tuwing game. So tinanong ko si Coach, Coach, ilan ba yung t-shirt niyong ganyan? At ang sabi ni Coach, isa lang daw. Pero pinapalaban niya naman daw. Boom and TJ.
Buti naman.
Oo nga eh.
Pwede naman yung sa pabango. Uy, meron ako alam ng mga dating coach at mga player na ganun ka-superstitious, hindi na rin dinalabhan.
Aba.
May ganun.
Baka nagsisinungaling si Coach Bo, ganun ba? Hindi, loko lang. Selena, thank you very much for finding that out. And we'll find out also if he's going to be wearing that shirt when we get to tip-off of Ateneo and LaSalle. And we'll talk about LaSalle when we come back after this short break.
UAAP Season 76. Greatness never ends.
We're back with our live coverage of the second game of our Sunday doubleheader, minutes away from tip-off at a game between arch rivals Ateneo versus LaSalle, both at 6 and 4. Ateneo, as you mentioned, a 5-game winning streak, and LaSalle 3-game winning streak, 4 of the last 5, and a lot of it has been attributed to their inside play. It's been a while. Actually, TJ, the last few years for LaSalle, they've had a plethora of big men, talented big men, but it's been a while that we've seen them to be imposing big men. It's also been a while since we've seen somebody who has been a low-post threat for them, and this year, especially with this win streak going on, they have been very effective.
And the key thing, I think, as well there, Boom, is the consistency of their impact. I mean, we've seen at times some big men of LaSalle have spurts, a few games here and there, but so far, especially in this run of theirs here in the second round, you've seen their bigs finally come together. They have a good adjustment in the rotation. When they have their minutes on the floor, they give everything that they can. And, one thing to commend as well are guys like Perkins and APO who really stepped up their games this year and in the last few games for LaSalle. Just look in the first round, rebounding, let's look at that. They only averaged 46.4 boards per game as a team. In the second round, they upped that to 51.3 boards per game and have now become the #1 team in rebounding in the league. Add to that even points in the paint. Umakit ng konti from 34 points in the paint up to 37.3 points in the paint. And what does that do? It's not just about the points in the paint that actually matter on the stat sheet. When you have consistent guys who you can drop the ball inside and go for points or go for attacks, you will attract the defense to sag down, therefore opening up things for your shooters and for your slashers as well.
Like Amon Vosotros,
Exactly.
One of the prime examples. And, we've been seeing AVO being consistent all throughout. Now Jason Perkins, the last 3 games, has really used his heft. And in that last game against UP, Norbert Torres came up with 16 points. So imagine all of these 3 clicking together at one time. A very dangerous team for De La Salle as we bring back Ina Ongsiako in this conversation. Ina, what has been the key really for this win streak? When you are there in the practices, you get to talk to the coaches and the players. What are they saying?
Boom and
and TJ, there's no denying that the past few games have really been confidence builders for the De La Salle Green Archers. But rather than putting too much emphasis on their 3-win streak, they're really just taking it one game at a time, always learning from each game and constantly improving as well. In fact, an example of such an improvement they've made is their strong inside game. When asked about it, head coach Juno Soler said that simply having a stronger inside game isn't what they solely wanted to achieve. Rather, what they really wanted to accomplish was to have a more well-balanced way of how they play basketball. In this way, they can be ready for anything the season throws at them. Boom and TJ?
Because they've always been a great perimeter team, but
Yes.
now, as you said, the balance is there with that inside play. And Ina, before we let you go, you're one of your assistant coaches, June Limpot, probably the best big man La Salle has ever produced. Arguably, you can say that, but he has been an incredible talent, and I'm sure he was a great help to the big men. Does he do any special drills with these big men?
Boom, TJ, Coach June Limpot definitely does constantly help the bigs of the De La Salle Green Archers. In fact, he's always helping them and shooting with them before and after practices, and even during practices, he's always helping them improve on their post-up moves and always teaching them new ones as well. He says that this is so because for him, basketball is a game of practice and of repetition. The more you do something, the easier it will be for you to apply apply such moves during the games. He said that more than his willingness to teach the players everything they need to know, it's really their hard work, dedication, and willingness to learn that has helped them improve so far. Boom and TJ?
Oo nga naman, kung turo ka ng turo, but your students are not willing to learn, then wala rin mangyayari. Maraming salamat, Ina. And then just like Johnny Abarientos has been great for the guards of FEU, I mean, if you have a June Limpot there with La Salle, that is huge.
That's huge, and his veteran experience and sharing that knowledge with those guys, what he has gone through those years from his time in La Salle and in the pros, I'm sure they're finally taking that in and really learning a lot from him.
All right, we'll check out the matchup records, and we'll update you for the Ateneo and La Salle rivalry after these.
UAAP Season 76. Greatness never ends.
Moments away from tip-off here between Ateneo and La Salle. Ang ating mga kapamilya. Randy Santiago, of course, from DLSU. Ma'am Cory Vidanas also from ABS-CBN joining us here at the Araneta Coliseum, which has witnessed a lot of Ateneo La Salle battles. And TJ, update us with the matchups between these two teams, not only in terms of championships, but also in terms of the games.
Well, whether you're a geek for these kind of stats or not, it's really interesting to realize how close this really has been the last 71 times that these two teams have played. Ang bilis ko mag-math dun na. UAP, in the UAP, they've met 71 times. Prior to this season, hating-hati po yan. That was split down the middle. Ateneo had won 35 times. La Salle had won 35 times. Oh, sorry. It was 36-34. And now, La Salle is up at 35. So only one win separating the two. And in terms of the number of UAP seniors basketball titles, 8 have gone to Ateneo.
On the strength of that 5
Yes.
you know?
The 5 straight. And then 7 have gone to La Salle. And then the last 14 meetings, actually, of these two teams here in the UAP since 2008, 12 of them have gone the way of Ateneo.
And after that first round, or actually before that first round win of La Salle, if I'm not mistaken, we were talking about a 6-game winning streak of
right.
Ateneo going into that first round matchup, which was halted by La Salle on the strength of a great second half at the Mall of Asia Arena. Now, we're going to take a break. We're going to give you some great plays. We've had a ton of them. Great games and great plays here in UAP Season 76, and we'll get to watch that after these.
Season 76. Greatness never ends.
Marks Campbell gets it. Marks for the rack attack. 5 points. A swing for the two-time MVP.
And an 8-point lead for Alberto of UE gets it. Suma drives. Oh, nice adjustment in mid-air. Can you believe it?
Made be the most explosive player in the UAAP right now.
Different kind of defense so far in the second quarter. Second half, rather.
Monteclaro, oh! In the last second, dishes, and another slam dunk, and right in the face of Mami 2, Ingrid Serra with 11.
Still a 9-point lead for the Green Shirts.
Still with another slam dunk. Nice setup job by Thomas Torres. That would have been big.
Johnson up top, Newsom with an alley-oop slam.
And that could be the potential dagger.
In that scenario, Wami was coming down and it was a 2-on-1. So they know that I can jump and they just have to put it in a certain area. So once the defense committed, it was just a matter of putting it in the right spot. And, Wami just put it right there in the perfect spot. And I was able to grab it and throw it down.
AAP Season 76. Greatness never ends.
Reminding you that earlier today, UST beat FEU in a double overtime classic 79-78, which now leads us to our second game. The Pep squads are already starting, so you know that we are minutes away from tip-off, or when the teams come back out at the floor to start the game between Ateneo and LaSalle. Let's focus our attention first on our Gatorade Fuel duel of the game, because with Gatorade, they are fueled for the win. A healthy, maybe 100% Kiefer Ravenna now on this second round against the top scorer for LaSalle, Amon Bosotros.
Well, you can see their numbers right there. That's a bit deceptive, of course, for Kiefer Ravenna because he did play a couple of games. He was not 100%, so only officially averaging shade under 12 points per ball game and roughly 5 rebounds a game. Same for Amon Bosotros. Almost 5 rebounds a game, a little above that, and 15 points per ball game. In fact, if you look at the stats of the 5-game winning streak, Kiefer Ravenna is averaging more than 15 points in this 5-game winning streak.
Where he has become healthier, according to him. Now, this game is obviously important, TJ. They're both at 6 and 4 for those who still don't know. But when you look down the road, how are we constructing these games for these two teams?
Yun ang masayang tignan para makita pa natin kung ano yung challenges nila along the way as they both target a Final Four slot. For Ateneo, you do not have an easy road ahead. You've got a game against UE, who is battling for dear life as they are currently around 6th place right now, but still have a shot of barging into the Final Four. Then you've got league leaders NU, of course, and then another team that won today, which was the game that was postponed and it was to be rescheduled. I know there is a schedule already. I forgot the exact
September 16.
date. Yun ata, September
But we'll
16.
confirm.
We'll double check.
Yes, we'll double check.
But that'll be done after the schedule of all the games have been done for the second round, from what I understand.
After the cheer dance competition.
After cheer dance,
which is the 15th. If I'm not, that's what I heard yesterday, but we will reconfirm
yes.
just for everybody.
So that's for Ateneo. Look at that. These are the top, these are 3 teams that are easily in the top 6. So medyo challenging pa talaga for them to continue to get those wins, to pile up as many as possible to get in the Final Four.
And all of them in the mix of things.
Absolutely.
Like UE's fighting for their lives too.
Yes.
I only say that because UP and Adamson are already out of it, so that's why. So we flip the page sa LaSalle naman, TJ.
Well, look at the LaSalle's remaining schedule, and for them, you see likewise, not that easy as well. They're obviously done playing UP and Adamson, so they still have to play UE, they still have to play NU, and they still have to play UST as well. So it's actually the same exact teams that they have to play. Nagkaiba lang ng petsa yung kanilang remaining games para sa dalawang kupon na ito.
So sabi sa atin ng mga statisticians dito, September 16.
Yun na yun. Okay, September 16 yung Ateneo versus UST.
That's right. September 14 yung UST LaSalle, and then we get to the cheer dance on the 15th, and then the 16th yung scheduled games na nawala. All right, we'll take a break, and we will be back with Ateneo versus LaSalle after these.
Season 76. Greatness never ends.
Back here inside the Araneta Coliseum, we are already filling in the venue in anticipation for round number 2. Crucial matchup between Ateneo at 6-4 and LaSalle also at 6-4. It's a Sunday. The kids are out. The grandparents are here. The parents, the friends,
Everybody's
personalities
here.
are all in attendance in this historic venue, the Big Dome, Araneta Coliseum. Hey, get your dose of serve, spikes, and sand in the UAAP 76 Beach Volleyball Tournament weekends. That's happening at the UE Caloocan Sand Courts. Alam mo, kahapon nagbukas yan, TJ, at sabi nila sa akin, sabi ng mga writers who are covering, it's the biggest crowd. Opening day sa ating UAAP Beach Volleyball. So it's a great, momentum from last year's.
So nagsispill over na rin yung popularity ng ating main volleyball tournament. Yep.
And the UAAP 76 Badminton Tournament also tipped off at the Jump Smash Badminton today. Sa Quezon City naman yan. And remember, you can follow UAAPsports.tv and of course on Twitter at UAAPsports.tv. Sa mga updates, sa mga, alam mo naman natin, the UAAP is not only about basketball and volleyball. Diyan yung badminton, taekwondo, nagsimula na yung mga chess competitions. And ang pinaglalabanan din dyan ay ang General Championship.
And all of those chip into the points. And kung hindi ako nagkakamali, pati yung basketball, katumbas na niya yung puto sa ibang sports eh.
Correct. Tapos yung LaSalle, di ba, they halted the UST General Championship run. So marami. Big things are at stake in all the sports here in the UAAP. And LaSalle has made their way to the courts here at the Araneta Coliseum, which only means Ateneo will follow suit. And then we will give you round number 2 of LaSalle versus Ateneo here live on Studio 23.
UAAP Season 76. Greatness never ends. UAAP Season 76. Greatness never ends.
Both LaSalle and Ateneo are out the courts here at the Araneta Coliseum. Tip-off is moments away. Ateneo complete with Kiefer Ravena healthy, while again LaSalle without Thomas Torres today. TJ explained the suspension.
Well, Thomas Torres had accumulated his second unsportsmanlike foul, and that was actually called against him when he, what the commissioner's office said, threw a punch at Thomas Torres against the game against UP.
Marata.
Marata, yes, so that's why he has to serve out this one-game suspension. And actually, this was the suspension na naisabay yung announcement with Charles Mami and Lord Caseros getting 2-game suspensions each for UE. Kaya medyo na-drown out ng balita itong suspension kay Thomas Torres ng konti. But here he is serving his 1-game suspension against his game against Ateneo.
All right, TJ, let's go courtside with Selena Dagdag with a guest. Selena, who do you have with us?
Well, Boom and TJ, we have here former courtside reporter of the Adams and Soaring Falcons, Vio Lopez. So, Vio, why don't you tell us what do you like most about being a spectator this time around?
Well, what I like most about being a spectator now is that I don't have to worry about your job, basically, not have to write reports every quarter. But most of all, what I enjoy about it is that I get to be a part of the audience, I get to cheer, I get to experience everything that's happening around the Coliseum during the game.
That's a great point, Vio. You are wearing blue, so we obviously know who you are rooting for. Pero Vio, bigyan mo naman kami dyan ng isang fearless forecast.
Well, obviously, I'm wearing blue, so I'm hoping Ateneo comes out on top. But I hope that everyone who's come to the arena today and is watching on TV, gets their money's worth. They will enjoy a really good game between two really good teams. And I hope, both teams give it their all.
Thank you, Vio. It's so nice to have you back here with us. Back to you, Boom and TJ.
Thank you very much, Selena. Well, money's worth, like what the fans of UST and FEU had today. What a great game. That was a classic. And if you were here in the venue, and I know you caught up with us here, TJ, at the Araneta Coliseum, that was a crazy crowd that we had here. It really was not even playoff atmosphere. It felt like finals atmosphere.
Yun na nga parang ganun level na talaga, especially with the way that UST is really aching to still keep their winning stride and try to keep up the pace with the guys that are in the top 4 and they want to be in the Final Four. Again, without Jeric Teng pa ito. So remember, we heard Coach Pido after the game joking how he was treating Jeric Tang during the game because he was dressed to play.
He was, yes.
But he didn't play. And every few minutes how he joked to Jeric, ano, pasok ka? Hindi, mamaya na lang, coach.
Yeah.
Ano, pasok ka ba? Mamaya na lang, coach. And he never put him in the game anyways. Wag na lang daw.
But we are talking about that because that game for UST was very important, especially with the results of this Ateneo Lasal game. That's why we're all highlighting also that one. All right, Ina Onciaco naman sa kabila. Meron din bisita dito sa Araneta Coliseum. Ina?
Boom and TJ, I'm with Thomas Torres of the De La Salle Green Archers. So Thomas, kahit alam ko medyo biased ka, what are your expectations for today's game?
Expect ko, syempre it's gonna be harder kasi with Kiefer playing, it's gonna be harder. But then we prepared for it, and I know they can win this game soon.
Thomas, alam ko na suspended ka today, so how do you feel about not being on the court after just recovering again from your flu-like symptoms?
Yeah, syempre I feel sad kasi I can't help my team na against Ateneo pa. Pero I know we can win this game, and alam ko tayo na lang ang game ko. So yun.
So todo support pa rin. Thank you, Thomas.
And you really sense, thank you, Ina, you really sense a disappointment in the voice of Thomas Torres, unable to help. And I think he's going to be crucial, especially from a defensive standpoint. He, as I've said before, one of the best on-the-ball defenders in the point guard position, TJ. He's going to be missed today.
Well, may kanya-kanya silang talagang naibibigay sa team nila in terms of how deep their guard rotation is. But as you said, defensively, he's been showing his wares, and they're going to miss that today.
Tama na? Laro na tayo?
Laro na tayo.
Huh?
Jump on na.
Pwede?
Pwede ba tayo pakinggan ng referee?
Ateneo Lasal, when we come back after this short break.
UAAP Season 76. Greatness never ends.
We welcome you to another titanic showdown of the biggest rivalry ever in Philippine sports. Presenting Episode 2 of the La Salle Ateneo Showdown in your Season 76 of the UAAP. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for your Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles. At forward number 11, Chris Newsom. Power forward number 13, Ryan Buenafe. At center number 21, Frank Golia. Point guard number 5, Whammy Chongson. And the off guard number 15, Kiefer Ravena. The head coach of the Blue Eagles is Bob Herasol. And now, LaSallians, stand up for your De La Salle Green Archers. And off guard number 17, Elman Vosotros. Point guard number 19, L.A. Revilla. At center number 6, Norbert Flores.
Here we go. Starters on your screens for both Ateneo and La Salle. No surprises really for the arch rivals. It's, as you mentioned at the top of our coverage, TJ, it's been a while since they met, and there are things like this at stake. But also, in terms of playing against each other, in terms of personality, in terms of matchup, it's been a while since they've been evenly matched up also coming into round number 2.
I can't remember the last time that they've played against each other na tabla sila sa standings, and even the way they've come into the game, na parehong may winning streak, and even the matchups on the floor. It's hard to remember the time that you can never guess who's going to win today.
It's time to start the fun. Second game of our Sunday doubleheader. Welcome to it. Boom Gonzalez, DJ Manotoc, La Salle versus Ateneo. And Kiefer Ravena gutted with the fact that he was not able to play in that first game. So it'll be interesting how he will play in this second game. Kung may gigil ba? In the meantime, Norbert Torres inside, denied right away. The white and blue on the attack with Buenafe. First dibs.
And look at that. That was from a steal, Boom. A steal or a block under the goal, and they got a fast break layup. That is something, if you're Coach Judo Slayer, you should be worried about, because Ateneo lately have been loving their running game and been very aggressive in the open court.
Perkins denied from behind, and I've been saying this in summer. I've wanted to see Buenafe and Perkins go at it, and we're going to get our wish again here as they are defending each other. And they changed the call, I believe, as we look at a Yaki Sobrang move brought to you by Nissan Yaki Soba. Yaki Sobrang sarap. Ryan Buenafe. A minute almost gone by. Ravena posting up Amon Vosotros. There's a foul on the floor, which gives us an opportunity to send it to Selena Dagdag.
Yes, Boom and DJ, according to Coach Bo, the biggest challenge in battling it out with arch rivals La Salle is battling it out with their bigs. Naniniwala si Coach that the main problem is the height difference. Kaya naman at the culmination of the first quarter, Coach Bo wants the boys to focus on preventing the Green Archers from getting any of the rebounds. Naniniwala rin si Coach that the more possessions they garner, the more opportunities they get to execute. So at this time, he demands the boys to focus intently on crashing the boards. Boom and DJ.
Thank you, Selena. Second best rebounding team, De La Salle. So obviously one of the concerns for Coach Bo. Brought to you by Samsung. Be superlative. Samsung Ativ. Book 9 Lite. It's PC redefined. Ravena with a looper. Gets the roll.
Tough first shot for Kiefer Ravena, and he gets the lucky roll to go as well. But look at the scoreboard, and you got to realize so far today doing their job on the defensive end. A couple of blocks and force some turnovers so far.
You see, though, all the plays of La Salle are going inside, regardless of whether they have scored or not. And more from La Salle, from Ina Ahongsiako.
Boom and TJ, the De La Salle Green Archers know that there won't be any easy wins from here on out, and that is why Coach Juno Saller asks everyone in the team to be sharper today than how they were in the past few games and practices. He also asked them to be ready, in his words, be ready from the first match to the last. Anything can happen, so be prepared. Lastly, he asked them to leave everything on the court, as today's game will test our team's character and determination to win yet again. Boom and TJ.
Thank you, Ina. Courtside update brought to you by Samsung. Be superlative. Samsung Ativ. Book 9 Lite. That's PC redefined. 3-point play opportunity. And a foul from Buenafe.
First attack to the basket by Jeron Teng. And we can expect to see the lanes open up for him if the big men get to establish a game early. But so far, the first 2 times they've gone to the bigs, they've been blocked.
Johnson has been solid too in this winning run of theirs, DJ. Kiefer Ravena up top to Newsom. 6 seconds. Johnson for 3. Comes up short. And miscommunication between the two LaSallians, so possession will remain with Ateneo.
Well, Vosotros is a high rebounding guard. He averages 5.2 boards a ball game, but he'll have to know when to give it up to his big man. Look at this nice drive. Medyo late dun yung help. Ryan Buenafe even picked up that foul on a 3-point play.
It's a Yellow Cap big move. Celebrate great times with Yellow Cap. Delivery hotline 789-9999. Great times, great pizza. Johnson gets it up and in from 14 feet. How this guy has evolved for Ateneo.
Yep.
Incredible.
From the bottom of the bench in his first 2 years in the rotation, but just plugging in and working his best in practice.
6-2 is our score. Newsom, one of the advantages of that guy, he can rebound and he can run the ball right away without having to go to the point guard.
That is big. I mean, he averages almost 9 rebounds a ball game. He and Kiefer Ravena, when they get the rebound, automatic, the fast break starts.
Inside points, courtesy of Norbert Torres, coming off a 16-point output against UP. Checking out the lineups on the floor. Brought to you by Hanes, America's leading underwear brand. 6-4 is our score.
Gandang pasa doon, finding Torres at the best spot to get a catch and a layup.
Buenafe leisurely shoots the 3 and misses everything. And you bet he's going to hear it from the LaSalle crowd.
You will.
Here's that move from Johnson and a teardrop. A master-winning move. Lucy Oil win the game with Master. Put your game face on. Back in a moment as we go into a Kit Kat break. Join the break movement. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. We are back with you for more of the UAAP on Studio 23. Caught a glimpse of Coach Franz Pumarin. In attendance here, may mga nag-tweet sa atin, TJ, na meron pa nakapila sa labas. Papasok pa lang dito sa Araneta Coliseum. As we also look at Attorney Top and Araneta. 6-4 is the score. 6:36 to play in the first quarter. No changes yet. Kiefer on Vosotros, and I bet you, knowing Kiefer, he's taking this as a challenge from a defensive standpoint too. Pero Revilla naman ang nakatakas at nakalusot.
And that's the danger of this very small 2-guard lineup or 2-point guard lineup of LaSalle. Either of them can do damage, not just by distributing, but by scoring.
No, and Torres comes away with his first rebound of the game. Revilla nagmamadali. Revilla. Set-up job, napulot ni Torres.
Good job trailing the play there by Norbert Torres, not giving up and picking up the garbage, turning it to goal.
First lead change of the game. And also, other than what I said, that they're very evenly matched coming into the second matchup, as Newsom misses that one, they're also different teams from the time they met in the first round, TJ.
Absolutely, very different how the way LaSalle has evolved in their winning run, and likewise for Ateneo, how they've evolved with Kiefer back in the lineup.
Nice passing by LaSalle. There's a foul. Nope. Referee Arnolfo Bermeo, Michael Galotera, Dominic Pomar ang pumipito dito para sa labang ito. In the meantime, perfect combination brought to you by Blue Food Standard Juicy Chicken Cheese Hot Dog. As Boy Erang, who is good to go to play for this matchup. They'll need him in the middle against this big LaSalle front line. Fubu, fearless shot by Revilla. For us, by us, Fubu International. The hefty lefty loses it.
At may panlaban din, a heft itong si Ryan Buenafe at the post. He may not be ideally a great post-up defender, but kung banggaan at banggaan pag-usapan, makakatulong din naman siya.
And that's the difference of having Poy Aram there, bothering the shot of Jeron Teng. Almost the halfway point of our first quarter. Abante at LaSalle ng dalawa. Newsom against Jeron Teng. Sagging. Eram at the elbow. Newsom looking to drive. Sets up Eram from around 15. That's off to the right. Ateneo struggled in the last 4 possessions. Teng barreling through. Tapik ni Eram. Oh, nice deflection, but Ateneo picks it up. Eram is running. Eram is denied. Takbo naman ang Lasal sa kabila. Revilla decides to shoot from 16 and he gets it.
He's got a different perspective of the game so far, Eddie Revilla. After that timeout, really wanting to take over the offense, whether it's shooting or setting up his teammates. You're seeing a much more aggressive LA in the last few minutes.
Defensive possessions for Ateneo have been tough. Here's another shot from Eram from the same distance. This time, a different result.
Well, they're going to give him that. If there's anybody going to give a 16-footer for Ateneo, LaSalle will keep giving it to JP Eram.
It is a 10-2 run as Revilla has 6 of those 10 points here. 12 all in all for LaSalle in the first quarter.
You can see it in his eyes, Boom. You can see it in his eyes how he badly wants to take over right now.
That is also one of his strengths, TJ. Always, Revilla has been a good driving point guard as Newsom puts it up with the left hand. The upper body strength for Chris Newsom.
And remember, we were talking about how the giggle factor is with Kiefer Avena. But this Revilla, he missed the first encounter, remember?
That's right.
Because he was not allowed to play by his doctors.
Health reasons.
Yes.
That's right. Vosotros gets away from Ravenna. No foul called. Tapping ang bola. Sino makakakuha? Si Johnson ang nakakuha. Johnson to Ravenna. Ravenna gets away from Revilla. Fouled. Hacked. Two first-year coaches going at it here. Master winning move para kay Revilla. Lose the oil, win the game with Master. Put your game face on. Newsom will sit down. Elorde and Casumal coming in as we look at this McDonald's Instant Slow-Mo. Spice up your day with the new McSpicy. And no 3-point play opportunity there as Teng and Perkins making sure Ravenna doesn't make a shot or attempt a shot. Casumal bust out. Gets the roll. Instant offense off the bench. Ateneo.
Nice execution there of that baseline inbounds play for the defense. You should expect those things. That's what their assistant coaches are doing, scouting all the plays. At dapat mas handa sila doon sa mga screen na ganun.
Luigi De La Paz also in the game for the first time together with AVO, has had a spectacular season. On Atampos loses it. It is Ateneo ball off the defense of Kiefer Ravenna. Tapla po tayo sa 12. 2:36 remaining in the first to the Kit Kat break. Join the break. Join the break movement rather. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. They're tied at 12 here at the Araneta Coliseum. Ateneo has not, well actually both Ateneo and LaSalle have not made 3-point shots. Ateneo though attempting 5 of their own. But yung binabantayan natin, ang points in the paint.
Gina Lopez of ABS-CBN Foundation always in attendance.
LaSalle ahead in that department. They're number 1 as you mentioned at the top of the coverage, 12-6 so far points in the paint. Revilla with 6 points, 3 rebounds also for him.
And it's not necessarily the big men scoring the points in the paint.
Now it is Tim Montalvo coming in. Pahinga muna si LA Revilla. How about the play of AVO this season? Talk about that for a while, TJ.
He's just been much more focused and more matured. It's a mental aspect. Obviously the skills, the ability, he's had it from day one.
Kiefer comes up short on that low post move. Elorde takes it back. That's another guy who's very active, especially defensively. Can't shoot the 3 too. And that's the first triple of the game, actually. That's Nico Elorde, who's shooting 23% from that area. Montalvo and Ravenna saying words to each other. There's going to be a lot of that going on here. Under 2 minutes to play. AVO against a triple team. Eram was there.
And again, Eram either deflecting it, tapping a pass away, or blocking the shots. His hands have been all over the place in the paint for the Ateneo defense.
He got the ball back. Why not shoot it? Nico Elorde, great taste white, grade 3. Our coffee is white, great taste white. Ravenna against Campos. Forcing the shot and drawing the foul.
Good job of getting the contact in the act of shooting. He saw that Campos was leaning in towards him. And if you jump straight up, you're going to grab that contact.
What a roller coaster of a season for Kiefer. Coming into the season, he wanted to play so bad. As you look at Poyaram, he said he was ready to go. He knows he has a new role, as you see the mom, for this team. And then he gets himself injured. And now coming back, his free throw percentages have gone down in the last few games.
Only
in this winning run.
55% for the season for Kiefer, and that's odd for him. I don't remember his stats from last year, but I don't think he was this bad from the free throw line.
8 players have entered the game for Ateneo. Only Golia has not scored for them. AVO recollecting that. Kiefer was 77% last year.
That's around the thing, that the number that you'd expect from him.
Matt Salam missing the 3. Kasumal. Buenafe against Salam. Eram strokes it. Nothing there. Girian between Montalvo and Elorte.
And Eram is now 1 out of 3 from that range.
They're giving them that shot.
They're gonna keep giving him that. You're gonna keep seeing AVO or Norbert Torres sag down in the paint to help on the defense on Ravenna or on Buenafe.
Ito muling wrestling match between Elorte and Montalvo. Spice up your day with a new McSpicy and our McDonald's Instant Slow-Mo. Montalvo not backing down the rookie. Nakatakas! And draws a foul.
But he got away from Kiefer Ravenna initially, who gambled on the steal from behind. That's something that obviously Coach Boy is not preaching. Di ba nga, sabi ni Selena, they have small goals. Your initial goal is to stay in front of your man. And that includes not biting fakes and not gambling on steals that you know malabo makukuha mo.
The Ilonggo on the line. Missing his first free throw. Nico Salva, 5-time champion. In attendance, Frank Golia getting ready to come back in for Ateneo. 6-4, these two teams battling right now. As Adam will move out for a while.
Is that Maui? It is Maui. Maui Villanueva. With much more hair.
And spectacles too. 47 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Elorte against Montalvo. Elorte strokes the long 2. Great rebounding position by AVO, which allowed Salem to recover that ball. Ateneo with the lead. Their biggest lead in that first round matchup was 14.
The first half.
Second quarter, that's right.
Quarter.
Salem again for 3. No. Maalat ang Lasal. Wala sa 3, wala pa silang naipapasok dyan. 17 seconds remaining and the ball is predictably in the hands of Ravenna now. Campos and a go tip to doing something. 8 seconds. 1 and 4. Kiefer attacks. Kiefer loses it. 1 second. Campos has to put it up. And we end the first quarter with an Ateneo turnover courtesy of Kiefer Ravenna. But they are ahead by 3, 16-13. Pero ang ating Jollibee champ of the quarter ay mula sa DLSU. Big Burger goodness like no other. 3 out of 3 from the field, 3 rebounds, 6 points for L.A. Revilla. Start of the second quarter here at the Araneta Coliseum, 16-13. Ateneo ahead. Ateneo shooting 37%. LaSalle shot 38%. 10 rebounds for LaSalle. No offensive rebound for them, though. 12 for Ateneo. They have out-rebounded LaSalle in that first quarter.
And that's a team who averages 16 offensive rebounds
17,
a game.
16.9.
Oh. So at least you have 4 per quarter, at least.
Oh, what a smart move by Kiefer. All stays with Ateneo now. Look at this scramble on our McDonald's Instant Replay. Spice up your day with a new McSpicy.
Sharp move there by Kiefer Ravenna. presence of mind. That's something very difficult to have if you're a rookie or a young player in an Ateneo Lasal atmosphere. Normally the nerves can really get to you.
Colla, Ravenna, Tolentino, Elorte, and Pesumal, the quintet for Ateneo. De La Paz, AVO, Tampos, Perkins, and Revilla para naman sa Lasal. Elorte nakakuha, nakapulot, at nakalusot.
And the left-handed finish there, sneaking it right past AVO, who was expecting him to finish with a right-hand looper.
The former Lasallian.
Yep.
Able to get in. De La Paz pulls up. Nope. A rebound by Ravenna. Ravenna, 3-on-2 on the other end. Humabol ang Lasal. Great transition by Lasal. Pesumal drives. Strong drive. Nothing there. Revilla now waiting for backup. He's looking at Perkins. Sets up De La Paz. Screens De La Paz. AVO inside. He'll go to the line.
Nice patience by Lasal, running that fast break, not forcing the situation, and finding the right pass at the right time.
Yakisobrang move brought to you by Nissan Yakisoba. Yakisobrang sarap. Look at this left-handed finish by Nico Elorte. And AVO on the line for free throws. Time for us to check in with Selena Dagdag.
Well, Boom and TJ, at this point of the game, Coach Bo commends the team for their action in the post and for their defense. However, he encourages the boys to locate Salem when it comes to their transition. Coach also repeatedly tells his team to make a run out of every ball possessions. Diin nga ni Coach, pagkuha nyo ng bola, takbo agad. Kasi pag naglalakad kayo, you're playing in their game. Don't let them dictate the flow of the game. Boom and TJ.
Thank you very much, Selena. Brought to you by Samsung, Be Superlative, Samsung Ativ, Book 9 Lite. It's PC redefined. Kapapasok lang ni Nusam. Shoot na naman.
Nice drive and kick out by Ateneo. Jeron Teng not realizing who he left out there.
Up, turnover. Nusam loses it to Revilla. Revilla recovers. Revilla, Vosotros for three. No! Tolentino struggling to maintain possession, but they do. Supreme moment brought to you by Lucky Me Supreme. Live Supreme. The three-point shot still not a weapon so far for De La Salle as we check in with Ina Ongsiaco.
Boom and TJ, for the second quarter, Coach Juno Seller asked the boys to not get too tentative every time the ball is in the post. He says, let's have some movement. He also asks the team to not give any more second chance points. He says, make sure you box out and secure a rebound so we can run and get a flow on our offense so that by this point of the game, we can get a lead. Boom and TJ.
Thank you, Ina. Brought to you by Samsung, Be Superlative. Samsung Ativ, Book 9 Lite, it's PC redefined. Look at this shot, TJ.
Well, it went in, but not the legal way. He gets the foul. Don't talk about Von Pesumal. Off the board and the shot clock. No, you can't do that. When it hits the shot clock, it's out of bounds. So he does get 2 free throws because he was fouled in active shooting.
Hindi boarding yun. Hindi pwede
Kakaibang boarding. Kung magawa mo yun ng sadya, bilib na ako sa'yo.
Bo Perasol and that shirt that we were talking about at pregame. The only one
shirt
that he's been using for this winning run that they've had. Pero according to Selena, at natawa naman siya, linalaban naman daw.
And hindi daw because it's a lucky charm, ha? He just likes it.
Yeah, okay.
He just likes it. Okay.
Hey, we don't argue, right?
Yeah.
A winning streak as Perkins with a bang at the bucket.
First touch of the ball for Perkins that he has had enough space to operate, carve his way even before the help defense could come.
This was a 14-1 run before that Perkins incursion. C2, cool and clean steel, brought to you by the new C2 Red Tea and C2 Iced Tea. Healthy, sarap, great with meals. Ito muna yung kay Perkins. Lose the oil, win the game with Master. Put your game face on with a Master winning move. That breaks the 14-1 run of Ateneo.
And I was going to wonder what the Ateneo interior defense would look like with Boy Adam sitting on the bench, because when Adam was there, remember, Boom, how tough it was for them to get anything decent in the paint. Whether natatapit ni Aram, he just takes space, intimidates, or blocks a shot.
Johnson is back for Ateneo. Buenafetu fakes right, goes left. Newsom back to Johnson with 7 to shoot. Johnson steps back. Asal ball, but he passes to nobody. Perkins does.
Well, nobody was near that area. And I guess he thought Revilla would sprint out.
Pesumal is asking for it. Not given. Pesumal backing down, fading away. Tough shot, doesn't get the roll. Tapping ang bola, mapupunta na naman kay Pesumal. Will go to Lasaldo. Pesumal could not save it. Our conduct code of the game is walang pasagan ng trip. Jack and Jill Chippy. Adamanteng Chippy. Lasal 16, Ateneo 22. Under 7 minutes to play in the first half. Watching us live on Studio 23. Final game for UAP weekend. The foul underneath. Inside is where LaSalle wants to go, where they have the advantage so far by 6 points, TJ. 14-8.
And remember, it's not only the bigs of LaSalle that's actually doing the scoring in the paint. You've had some guards contributing to those points in the paint with their drives and their incursions.
Ateneo, by the way, has taken care of the ball. They only have 2 turnovers to the 6 of LaSalle so far. Eram is back. Perkins and Buenafe talking to each other.
Pero pareho nangingiti.
Ayan na.
Ayan na.
Ayan na.
Now one of them is called for the foul. Looks like it's going to be on Buenafe.
That is his second, TJ.
He's got to watch it. He cannot pick up useless fouls.
Winarningan na sila ni referee Bermeo. And Ateneo is asking for a double foul. Pareho daw sila nagsisikuan. In the meantime, action resumes here. The pocket pass to Torres is taken away. Newsom finds Johnson. Free for a 3. Gets it to go. 38% from that area this year.
You can't give him that much time to set up his shot. He was just, nobody located him on transition defense for LaSalle.
This is the biggest lead for Ateneo in the game. But again, remember, they were up 14 in the first round, 12 at halftime. Vosotros tries to take it back. Comes up short. Perkins, offensive rebound. And he gets the foul.
And look at the strength of Perkins. He's able to do that even with one hand as you check out the nice kick-out pass by Newsom. And they're saying the foul's on Buenafe. So that's going to be number 3.
Great Taste White, Great 3 muna tayo. Our coffee is white, Great Taste White. Coach Bo Perasol is inside
He's on
the floor because he's saying that hindi raw si Buenafe nag-foul doon. By the way, that Jason Perkins offensive rebound was the first of the game.
First of the game. So let's see if the refs change it, because another
referee Galutera is approaching.
Well, Buenafe is there. He's in the mix.
It's on Chongson.
For pushing in with his hip.
So Buenafe stays with 2 as Perkins knocks down the first free throw.
A rare occurrence na pwede magmakaawa sa ref. Sigurado ka ba dyan kay Buenafe? And then, nadinig ng isang ref, no, teka lang.
Coach Juno Soler, Coach Jun Limpot. And a guy that they sorely miss also, Yutian Andrada.
Oh, yeah.
LaSalle ball says, referee Bermeo, pahinga muna tayo. I think we all need this Kit Kat break. Join the break movement, have a break, have a Kit Kat. Abante ng 8 ang Ateneo. The LaSalle legend, Lim Beng, in attendance. Also, it's good to see him here at the Araneta Coliseum. There was Ryan Aranya also finding his seat. And Vice Mayor Francis Zamora also. Yeah, there's si Ryan, who's familiar.
Nat-traffic ata eh.
Familiar.
Papasok pa.
Kami nga nasa labas.
Oo nga, nagmamakawa. Don't start the game yet.
Oh, look at that. Perkins fading away. 6 points for Perkins. Now is up against Rodriguez. Bagong santay, po muna si Buenafe. Johnson umatake, wild shot. Perkins gets the rebound. Tumatakbo LaSalle. Jaron Teng with a full head of steam. And a foul is called on Poy Eram.
And he can't believe it. He's saying that Jeron Teng was warding off. Let's check it out here.
Pero mahirap talaga. Ito, tingnan muna natin yung tira ni Perkins. Nakita niya, bago yung depensa. Pushes a little bit just for separation. Perfect combination group instead of choosing chicken cheese hot dog. Teng is always dangerous when he's got the open court with that much speed.
May hack din naman talaga. Aram really went for a block rather than just keep his hands up. And it's hard to define, but there's a relative amount of space that the refs allow an offensive player to keep the offhand out to protect themselves.
And it's so hard to judge in real time.
Exactly. That's why it is called a judgment call.
The Teng family in attendance. Kanina pa yan nandito ng UST FU pa lang. And again, the running big men of Ateneo. Aram unable to finish the play though. Here come the Lasallians. It is Norbert.
Nice pass. Oh, what a hard foul.
That's a hard foul.
That's a hard foul from behind. The refs just calling it a regular foul, but more importantly for Ateneo, that's number 3 now
on
JPN. And remember, they started this game that their huge interior defense was made up of Aram and Ryan Buenafe, who is also on the bench right now.
Goya will come in. I guess the philosophy now is, especially if it's Teng, as you see Renner and Ritualo here in attendance, make him shoot free throws.
Yep. It's always been his weakest part of his game, considering how relatively complete his game is. He can shoot from the outside, he can drive, he can post up. Who was he talking to?
With Kiefer Ravenna.
With Kiefer?
Yeah, he pushed Kiefer Ravenna away as Ravenna was talking to him. 1 out of 2 on both trips. And a foul on a Lasallian. So now, Teng and Ravenna, there you go. Their side stuff going.
But we know they're friends off the court.
Yes, of course. With Jerick. But even Jerick and Kiefer have had physical battles against each other when they're on the floor.
But on the court, iba na yan. Ibang kwento na on the court.
Especially
Ateneo Lasal. Yup.
Kaibigan muna. Golia. Again, they will give that shot if you're Lasal. And Ravenna bumps it off.
Second time he's done it today. This time off Vosotros. Oh, but it's called against him.
It is.
That he was stepping on the
Step
line before he was able to do that.
Revilla sets up Teng for 3 at the corner. Not that time. The tip by Elorte to Newsome. Newsome. Bumped by Teng.
And that's what we're talking about. When he gets a rebound, he's automatically looking to run. He doesn't even look for the point guard. He has that green light from Coach Bo. Chris, pag na-rebound mo yan, takboy mo na kaagad.
And he does average under 9 rebounds a game for Ateneo. The lead is down to 4, by the way. Newsome sets up Elorte for 3, gets it to go.
Wow, 1 quality minutes for Nico Elorte on the floor so far off the bench, giving that relief to Wami Chongson. Elorte and Chongson actually leading scorers right now, both with 5 points for Ateneo, combining for 10.
Let's look at the setup job. PS Bank maasahan assist. Simple lang. Mag-ipon sa PS Bank. Open a savings account now.
Sorry, walo na pala yan. Si Elorte has got 8 points.
He does. Bench points again, very low. Ateneo's last in that department so far in this season. As Revilla misses from the free throw line, Elorte is 2 out of 2 from beyond the arc. He also has 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 8 points, as you mentioned. As Alan Kaidik, one of the assistant coaches of LaSalle. LA, spectacular game for him also here in the first half so far. Makes his second free throw. Mamadali si Elorte. Wants early offense. Masal was back there. Ravenna wants to post up. He's asking for it. Norbert and Jeron Teng getting ready to double. Ravenna. Oh, that's a tough shot.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Wow. Normally, when you do that, you pivot first and then you jump. He just jumped with his back turned to the basket and then spun in midair.
That's crazy.
Wow.
And those were the plays that we saw during the summer. Remember?
Yeah.
Which he was not able to do with his ankle injury. Now, feeling a little more confident, and it deserves a second look. Look at this.
Wow, in the middle of 3 LaSalle players.
Hang time. A wishy, oh wow moment of the game. Open up to everyday surprises. Look at that.
Wow. Oh, man.
That's nice.
Pero alam mo, that's just the confidence he has posting up against a much smaller Vosotros, which is his challenge today.
Kit Kat break. Join the break group and have a break. Have a Kit Kat. as we mentioned earlier. Vice Mayor Zam. Francis Zamora in attendance. The LaSalle side, 30-22, under 4 minutes to play. The biggest lead of the game was 9 for Ateneo. For LaSalle, it's 4. First half of round number 1 ended at 40-28. Right now we are at 30-22. LaSalle possession. Round number 2 for two teams that are 6-4. Supreme moment brought to you by Lucky Me Supreme. Live Supreme. This is the joying between Teng and Ravenna earlier on. Look at that.
Look at that smile.
Nice. Perkins comes up short, gets the offensive rebound once again. That's what he has started to do, or that's what he has been doing in this run that they've had, and then 4 out of the 5 wins that they've had. He has really asserted himself. Medyo nahiya pa siya nung start of the season, you know, deferring to AVO, deferring to Norbert Torres, but now he is really using that heft.
And the width. Yep. Maliban sa bigat niya, he's got really wide, broad shoulders, and he's patterned his game with it. I mean, he's got the hook shots, the semi-hooks, just using that space really that he can create.
And it doesn't hurt that he's a lefty, which is always an advantage. Donaldson's in slow-mo showing you that one. Spice up your day with the new McSpicy, and Perkins is back on the line where he is averaging 65% from that area. Of course, LaSalle is number 6 in the league in free throws. He is joined by Torres, Teng, Vosotros, and Revilla. And this is the second free throw. And a lane violation, I believe, on Ateneo. So one more free throw will be given.
The ref, I think, is saying that in order they came from the three-point territory too early. You can, as a guard, or outside the three-point line, but only after the ball hits the rim. Same with everybody else who come from that rectangle.
In the meantime, Ateneo with Enriquez, Colla, Ravenna, Elorde, and Capascio. Ito yung sinasabi mo.
Way before the ball hit the rim, Elorde was already in there.
Shot, thank you very much. Direct Abet Ramos at the helm of this live. An exclusive ABS-CBN coverage. Left-handed shot. Teng. That's an offensive foul.
Good job by Capascio, just holding his ground there.
Sorry, check that. Direct Almeri is at the helm of this live and exclusive coverage.
Flashback from, what, 20 years of basketball? Teng versus Capascio.
Hold on.
Teng.
Second generation.
Yep. Good
Going at
foul.
it. Ravenna pa. He's asking for the ball against Vosotros. Vosotros has been quiet offensively.
And he's got a tough pass defensively. What a weird pass there by Kiefer Ravenna. Blind pass, cross-court swing, really difficult to target. And that went straight to Alan Kaidik.
I'm sure he can shoot that from the bench.
Sitting down.
Sitting down.
With one hand.
Also another guy who's been quiet for LaSalle is AVO. Providing the pick, Revilla. Short. Ravenna. Goes to Capascio. 15 on the 24. Ateneo with 3 turnovers in this game so far. Elorde makes some space. Goes up. Wow. We'll go to the line.
He's been sharp today. Nico Elorde has been able to really maneuver against the defenders, finding his offense. Normally, he's just a third option when the shot clock is winding down or he gets a kick-out pass. But today, he's been creating his moves.
That's Revilla's third foul. TJ as Kim Montalvo comes back in for LaSalle. In the meantime, let's look at the Bautista family. RCBC Savings Bank life-changing moment. RCBC Savings Bank's My Loans, it's life-changing. So it's 30-24. Norte has been a spark off the bench.
And what a big fish that he caught. He caught the third foul of Eli Revilla, who's been playing well for LaSalle. He's leading them with 7 points, 4 rebounds.
So the guard's actually doing damage for both teams. But Perkins also has 8 of his own all in the second quarter. The Elordes, originally from Cebu. In attendance.
That's Lisha, the mom and the daughter of the great Flash Elorde.
Of course. Here comes AVO. Great move. Comes up short though. 16 bench points for Ateneo, 1 for LaSalle.
That's rare. Normally, it's Ateneo's struggling to produce bench points.
Ravenna, again, will go to the line for 2 free throws.
He has been attacking his defenders with that left-handed dribble.
Yes. No?
Like 80% of the time he gets the ball. Hindi pa siya pinipilit to go right. When he goes left, he's very deadly. He can pull up, he can fade away, he can kick out. But to the right, normally it's only a pull-up and a fade away. He doesn't normally finish strong to the basket with his right hand.
And in the process, he picks up the 3rd personal on Jeron Teng.
So tatlo na si Revilla, tatlo na rin si Jeron Teng. And he's staying on the floor for now. Maybe Tampos, who's at the scorer's table, maybe is being sent in for Teng.
Tinggoy, Bacladera, waiting in the wings for Ateneo. As Ravenna, again, 50% on that trip. The lead is 9. That is, it matches the biggest lead of the game. Teng. Vosotros against Ravenna. Looking for a pick. Perkins providing it. Vosotros inside to AVL. And an offensive foul called on Van Opstel. Enriquez, that's what he's there, obviously, to do, to just body up on the big man.
And you can see the celebration of Enriquez as he drew that offensive foul. And look at the left arm and elbow. A little too much there for ABO to clear space and get open.
Sayang dahil medyo maganda na yung seal niya ng konti.
Okay na eh. He can still receive the ball with the right hand.
Maganda na agaw ni Kim Montalvo. Nagmamadali. Elorte humahabol. Oh, Montalvo got a little fancy there. Gets away. And a 3-second infraction is called.
Sharp call by the ref. Something you can easily forget.
Pagka ganun yung sitwasyon.
Oh.
That is Joaquin Mendoza wearing a Silverworks bracelet. The courtside charmer for today. Silverworks ready to play. In the meantime, 3 turnovers for Ateneo, 10 for LaSalle so far in the first half, DJ.
And that's one of the reasons why they're down by 9 points.
Another turnover. 4 now for Ateneo. The last 2 via Kiefer Ravenna. AVO begging for the ball. This time Enriquez is called for the foul. 63 seconds left in the first half, and it's a 9-point deficit that LaSalle is trying to get out of. Benedict Chua is our Hanes Seats Surprise winner. Hanes, America's leading underwear brand. AVO missed 2 earlier. He is a 65% shooter from that area.
And the second one he missed earlier was an air ball, remember? The first one was too strong, the second was way short.
Again, the importance of this game, DJ.
Tabla po sila sa team standings natin at 3rd and 4th place at 6 and 4. And breathing heavily down their necks. Right outside the top 4 right now are UE and UST.
NU on top of the heap by virtue of that loss by FEU against UST. Elorde with a miss. They pick it up. Recycle with 20. Golia. Foul. Campos and Ravenna have been at it.
Yep. Been looking at them as well.
And I think they're over the limit. Dumar player of the game brought to you by Rexona and won't let you down.
So not a smart foul by Tampos to give up away from the ball. Kiefer is just cutting, following his route. He wasn't a threat at that moment, but then again, that foul is going to give him 2 free throws where he has not been good today. That is his 3rd miss right now.
2 out of 5. Huh? Even Coach Bo Perasol can't believe it. Wami can't believe it.
Remember, you said last year he was at 77%. This year, started this game at 55%. 22 out of 40.
Misses both. But they take the offensive rebound. 33-26 is our score. That is the 5th offensive rebound of Ateneo. Ravenna, top of the circle, 3. No! Perkins finally puts a period on that sequence. Golia called for a 2nd personal foul.
So it looks like we're going to get free throws the other side as well.
TJ, again, in this 5-game winning run of Ateneo, they've done it also on defense. You mentioned the number. I said that they have clamped down on their opponents, forcing them to 35% shooting. And what is the difference again in points allowed?
Before their winning streak, they were averaging 71.5 points per ball game that they give to their opponents. It went down now to 61.5 points per ball game. I think umangat. That was before the FU game. Umangat ng 63 because of the high scoring rate of that FU game. Nagkatambakan kasi.
But the 35% shooting that they forced on the opponent.
From 37.5 down to 35.
Son of Norman Black, Sam YG, in attendance here at the Araneta Coliseum. LaSalle is 12 of 20 from the free throw line. Ateneo 6 of 10. All of those misses from Ravenna.
And the lead is now down to 5.
Bolick on Ravenna for the last possession, possibly, of the first half. He's looking for a screen. Enriquez is looking to provide. And again, Ravenna loses it for the second time towards the end of the quarter. Vosotros! Vosotros!
Off
at the horn. They will check. But it looked good initially. And look at that LaSalle crowd. They're up. And if that counts, DJ, that is huge for LaSalle.
Imagine going down to the half break, only down by 2, and that is good. The refs counted already. They saw it in their replay from their own camera angle. Here's ours. He gets it off his hands at the .3 mark.
And he gets it to go. Cuts the lead down to 5. And that, looking initially right now, is the first triple of LaSalle in the game. Huge for the guys in green.
Makes them 1 out of 9 from beyond the arc today so far.
Jollibee, champ of the quarter, is that guy from the bench. Nico Elorte with 10 points. But LaSalle on a 7-0 run in the final 63 seconds of the first half to cut the lead down to 2. 33-31. Well, speaking of waiting in the wings, and Mbala waiting in the wings for DLSU also. Right now, he is a spectator, like a lot of us are for this Ateneo LaSalle game. At 33-31, Ateneo in the lead. Welcome again to our live and exclusive coverage here at Studio 23. As Ateneo holds on to that lead compared to the first round where they had a 12-point lead. And some players may konting gigil din dito sa laro so far in this first half.
Remember at the top of the coverage here mentioning both Kiefer Avena and Eli Revilla missed the first round encounter. And we were keen on observing them on how they were trying to bust out in their first experience of Ateneo LaSalle for season 76.
Torres attacks early and gets it up and in. Gab Reyes in the game to start off the second half for LaSalle with Revilla, Perkins, and Vosotros. For Ateneo, it's the same starting 5. Ravenna, Buenafit, Chongson, Newsom, and Golia. Newsom has been quiet too.
Newsom has had his rebounds, got 4 rebounds, 2 assists, but only 4 points.
Let's check in with Ina Ongsiaco to tell us what happened at halftime. Ina?
Boom and DJ, you mentioned earlier that the DLSU Green Archers had 10 turnovers during the first half of the game. Now, Coach Juno Salar mentioned this also during the halftime, and he once again stresses the importance of taking care of the ball. He says, all loose balls should be ours. He continues to explain how the next 20 minutes will play out. He said, they will make the runs and we will make our runs. What's important is, when we make our runs, we stick to it. It's ourselves who are stopping our runs, so we have to play smart. Boom and TJ?
Well, you ended your first half with a 7-0 run. Thank you, Ina. Samsung Courtside Update brought to you by Samsung. Be superlative. Samsung Ativ. Book 9 Lite. It's PC redefined. They had 10 turnovers in that first half, if I'm not mistaken. But Ateneo unable to really take advantage of that, DJ. They only had 3 turnover points.
Yep, exactly. We haven't seen Ateneo run at will like we saw them run at will against FPU.
Vosotros again! Gets it to go.
They ended the first half with a big 3 from Vosotros off the glass, and now He starts off where he left off.
This time, no doubt. Now this is already a 12-0 run broken by Wami Chongson's 3. So now, that brings us to our fourth deadlock of the game. 36 all. Now the third quarter was the big quarter for LaSalle, TJ, in that first matchup.
Yep.
Where they outscored Ateneo 31-16.
Oh,
what a
move.
spin!
Whoop.
Buenofe, wala pa rin. Intensity turning up a notch. And an 11th turnover for LaSalle.
Bad pass. That was low and behind Vosotros.
Biggest lead of the game was 9, and now we're tied as Norbert Torres gives us a yellow cap. Big move. Celebrate great times with yellow cap. Delivery hotline 789-9999. Great times, great pizza. Let's check in with Selena Dagdag.
Well, Boom and TJ, earlier you guys were talking about how it can get pretty physical on court. And true enough, this is one of the issues that the coaching staff of Ateneo as he tells the boys, as they tell the boys rather, to keep their tempers in check, avoid fouling, and stop being too dense. Pinaalala rin ni Coach na ang pinaka-importante nilang pwede magawa ngayon is find a way to get the rebounds and push for the layups. Last but not least, he also reminds the team to keep guard for any more turnovers as it is becoming frequent. Boom and TJ.
Thank you, Selena. Johnson getting it up and in. That courtside update brought to you by Samsung. Be superlative. Samsung Active Book 9 Lite. It's PC redefined. 5 straight points by Johnson. Perkins answers no. That crawls out. 40-36 is our score. Newsom against Gab. Draws the foul. Reyes.
And now Ateneo Boom is running on defensive rebounds. And again, if you're LaSalle, this is something you don't want to allow as you see this three-pointer from way beyond the arc for Wami Chongson.
Great taste white, great 3. Our coffee is white, great taste white. As I said, 38% from that area this year for Wami Chongson. 10 points for him, 2 out of 3 from the 3-point area. And for Wami, last year, Chongson shooting 52% from that area. But
things were different then. He had guys like Nico
Slaughter,
Slaughter, who would really open up things for the little guys to shoot.
Really, he shot more from that area. He's shooting more from that area this year. That's what I wanted to say. As Vosotros misses that one. Chongson, wild shot. Hinabol ni LA Revilla. Maintains possession. Revilla sets up Vosotros all day to shoot. No! Rebound goes to Perkins. Vosotros, short stab. Yes! What a sequence.
Boy, he lulls the defense asleep with those fakes. Itong si Almond Vosotros, very crafty with the ball fakes. And cuts the lead of Ateneo down to 4.
Perkins has been working hard on the boards. He's 2 offensive rebounds for them already. Buenofe twirling back, fading away. No, gives it up to Golia. Golia. Oh!
What a rare scoop by Golia to get past.
What an exchange. 44-38. Join the break movement. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Macmac Cardona in attendance here. Part of the crowd that we have here at the Araneta Coliseum. Meantime, it is 44-38. We were tied at 36. Dapat Paredes for LaSalle. We were tied at 36. Since then, 8-2 run for Ateneo. Signals a timeout for Coach Juno Sauler. Revilla, 5 on the shot clock. Vosotros, 4 on the shot clock. Ravenna, Perkins, mauubusan ng oras ang LaSalle.
Pesky hands there by Kiefer Ravenna, slapping the ball away. You may not get the steal right away, but at least you will disrupt the offense.
Yakisobrang move by Buenofe, brought to you by Nissan Yakisoba. Yakisobrang sarap. 13 turnovers for De La Salle as we look at this shake of the game, brought to you by Mogu Mogu. You gotta chew.
Swerte na lang para sa LaSalle. Ateneo only has 7 turnover points.
Newsom for 3, in and out. Tap goes to Vosotros. 5-minute mark of our third quarter. Perkins. Revilla. Inside to Torres against Buenafe. Torres loses it momentarily. Revilla shoots the three. Not that time. And Wami Chongson tracks it down. Chongson sidesteps to the hole. Buenafe gets the offensive rebound denied by Perkins.
I've never seen Ryan Buenafe work so hard in the post today. So far, offensively, defensively, going for the rebounds. Medyo nasa-challenge talaga siya.
How about this?
Hey, Perkins, look at this scoop.
Master winning move, lose the oil, win the game with Master. Put your game face on. Back to live action. Johnson asking for it. Directing traffic. Gets it back. Shoots the three. Comes up short. And Reyes comes away with a recovery. Vosotros. The defense of Chongson was there. Perkins asking for it against Buenafe. Perkins creating space for himself. Blocked by Buenafe on the other end. Inside to Revilla!
Wow! Of all the people to cut in the paint to help out when some big man is double teamed, the smallest guy in the floor for LaSalle, L.A. Revilla.
And credit to Perkins, after he got blocked, did not give up on the play.
Composure.
10 points, 9 rebounds for Perkins, 2 blocks, 2 assists. Newsome. Out to Ravenna for 3. Good line, but cup is short. Comes up short, 44-40.
He first been quiet.
Revilla forces that one and draws the foul from Chongson. Chongson checks if he's okay. Bostik Tapal King of the game brought to you by Bostik Super Bulkasil. Perkins on Buenafe.
Balik-balikan yan. Each guy has had one block on the other at least.
And yung assist, Revilla with the left hand. Perfect combination. Pure Food Standard Juicy Chicken Cheese Hot Dog. Revilla with 9 points. 4 out of 7 from the field. 6 rebounds also for this kid on your screens.
We did say he averages 5.2 rebounds a ball game. He can run right away when he gets those boards.
He's always been one of the better rebounders also. Even when you look at last year, he averaged 4.6 last year, TJ. Kip Montalvo, though, will sit in for, or come in for Revilla, who is breathing hard right now as we speak. And this lead is down again to 2. 44-42, 3:37 remaining in the third. Elorde, the spark in the first half, is back for Wami Chongson. Newsome asking for it. Attracting the double team. Newsome gives it up to Elorde. Elorde shoots the 3. Gets it to go!
He has been stroking it very confidently, Boom, today. The leading scorer for Ateneo today with 13 points now. Nico Elorde all off the bench.
Foul. And I think it is Newsome who will be called for this one. Sticking out a hip, if I'm not mistaken. Ito muna, yung setup job. Kay Elorde, celebrate great times with Yellow Cab Delivery Hotline, 789-9999. Great times, great pizza. Our 2 more player of the game brought to you by Rexona. It won't let you down. 13 on 3 of 4 from the field. And playing defense on Kip Montalvo now. This matchup has been all game long. Ravenna on Vosotros. Shoots it. Malakas. The tap by Buenafe to himself. And for Buenafe, I think that's his 8th rebound. 7th rebound, sorry. Check that. Buenafe, all day to shoot. Comes up short. The top of the circle. It's Newsome on Vosotros this time. .222 to play, 8 on the shot clock. Ateneo ball. Montalvo takes it away from Ravenna. Vosotros is fouled. 2-minute mark, and it's a 5-point lead for Ateneo. And And it's Elorte's third personal foul. Everybody breathing hard on the hard court right now for both LaSalle and Ateneo. So let's go into this Kit Kat break. Join the break movement. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Joseph Yo. Well, we saw Cardona earlier. His partner not too far behind. Joseph Yo in attendance. The Araneta Coliseum. 2-minute mark of our third quarter. And Ateneo maintaining a 3-point lead. National team coach.
Shot
Reyes. I know Miss Cherry Reyes just celebrated a birthday also, the wife.
Right,
so
belated happy birthday.
Belated happy birthday or happy birthday. And Miss Cherry. And congratulations to them. Elorte against Montalvo, double screen for him, back to Buenafe. Buenafe free from 16, short. Vosotros tracks down the retrieval. Perkins asking for it underneath. Buenafe was there to bother it. That's turnover number 8 for Ateneo. 14 though for LaSalle, TJ.
Well, it's beginning to pile up for LaSalle just as they try to keep coming back in this game. Their turnovers are hurting their own runs.
A little careless here the last couple of plays. 9 on the shot clock.
Remember, Ina mentioned that earlier, that Coach Juno said, we're going to have runs, they're going to have runs, but let's not make errors during our runs because we're going to kill our own runs with our own turnovers.
Speaking of, 9th turnover for Ateneo. Vosotros free for a 3, gets it to go! That is his second. Let's look at this. Rexona, do more play on the game, brought to you by Rexona. Won't let you down. Bobby Chongson, who's on the bench right now. Nico Elorte ang nagtitimon para sa Ateneo.
LaSalle has taken 13 3-point shots and only made 2. And those 2 only coming from Vosotros.
10 points for him though. 4 rebounds also for Amon. Newsom sees a crease over AVO. It's been a tough grind for Chris Newsom. He has not been able to find a lot of those spaces.
Quick attack to the basket there. The moment he caught the ball, he made a decision to drive right.
Lead is 5 with 40 seconds remaining in the third. Golia showing on Vosotros. Montalvo with 6 on the 24, fouled by Elorte. Nike power rebound of the game. Nike play like it's still summer. Fubu fearless shot for us by us. Fubu International. That's Chris Newsom. 8 points for him, 6 rebounds for Newsom. Perkins forces the issue. Gets the offensive rebound again. Tapik. And it will stay with... Wait a minute, naubos na yung oras pa sa... Our shot clock is off now. So it's LaSalle ball with 20.6 seconds.
I guess.
Right?
Shouldn't be though. Natapik lang eh. Hindi naman pero tumama sa ring.
Tumama. Tumama.
Yung unang tira niya.
Yes.
Yung unang niyang tira.
Papahinga muna si Buenafe to avoid a foul. So Vince Tolentino's in. 5 offensive rebounds and 4 of them from Perkins, TJ. He's been working hard. Coach Juno says give the ball back to Montalvo. 10 to shoot for LaSalle to end the quarter. Montalvo, Salem, dribble drive, pulls up, gets it up and in. And a block by Reyes on Pesamal, which means we stand at 49-46 at the end of 3 quarters. Swami Chongson, 10 points, is our Jollibee champ of the quarter. Big Burger goodness like no other. 10 more minutes for round number 2. Ateneo versus LaSalle. LaSalle versus Ateneo live here on Studio 23. Start of the 4th quarter here on Studio 23. at the Araneta Coliseum, and it is a 3-point lead for Ateneo. Both teams at 6 and 4. Vosotros trying to get away from Ravenna, who's back in the game. Inside to AVO. What a quick play by AVO, who only has 4 points. By the way, that is his first field goal of the game.
Great spacing there by LaSalle to give AVO all the room to operate Obay's lonesome on that one-on-one play. Look at this nice pass by Salem. Looking for everybody else in LaSalle was all around the perimeter. Nobody could dip down and play help defense, and AVO had him by his lonesome.
PS Bank mahasaan assist to AVO. Simple lang mag-ipon sa PS Bank. Open the savings account now. Poyeram is back.
Interestingly, Boom, talking about Ravenna back, Eram back, Jeron Teng is still on the bench for LaSalle. He does have 3 fouls. He got it about the latter part of the second quarter. Has yet to come back in the game. He only has 4 points today, though.
How about Kiefer Ravenna missing another free throw, TJ?
That's his 5th miss from the line today.
6 points, 2 rebounds for him.
Now 3 out of 8 from the free throw line today.
Perimeter points, 25 for Ateneo. LaSalle with 12. Inside points, LaSalle with 22. Ateneo with 16. And a foul called on Kiefer. Kiefer and Amon continue to talk to each other.
It's only his first foul.
50-48. Only 4 lead changes, only 4 deadlocks in this game. Let's check in with Selena Dagdag.
Well, Boom and DJ coming into the fourth quarter, Coach Bo could not be any more clearer as regards to what he wants to witness from his Blue Eagles. Now, more than any play execution, Coach wants to see some spirit from his team. In his own words, when you defend, put it in your minds and in your hearts. I'm not seeing the desire in your eyes to make stops. Huwag kayong umasang magkakamali sila. Make your stops, make your rebounds, and play your fourth quarter defense. Boom and DJ.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Selena. Oh! Kiefer Ravenna knocks it down with an impossible rainbow 3. That courtside update, by the way, TJ Muna, brought to you by Samsung V Superlative, Samsung Addiv, Book 9 Lite. It's PC redefined.
And that was in 1 second on the shot clock because the air ball was rebounded by Elorde.
Pesumal. Nothing there. AVO takes care of that possession. That was just a 2-point lead. Up to 5 now as Perkins and Teng are getting ready to come back into this game. Montalvo hounded by Elorde. Montalvo out to Salem for 3. The set 3 does not work. Let's check in with Ina Ongsiako now.
Boom and TJ, all Coach Juno Salera wants from the Green Archers now coming into the fourth quarter is to focus on every possession. He says we need to find inside shots, but we don't need to force it. He also asks them not to give any more rebounds to Ateneo so as to not give up any easy points. Lastly, he says we gotta want it now if we want to win this ballgame. Boom and TJ?
You guys have under 8 minutes to do that. Be Superlative, Samsung Addiv, Book 9 Lite, it's PC redefined.
Well, a fresh and hungry Jeron Teng is back on the floor for LaSalle. He only has 4 points in the first half, and we'll see. But Kip Montalvo making some noise here.
Down to 3 again. Pesumal thought about it. 10 under 24. Elorde going around the pick. Buenafe thought about the 3, drives. Buenafe up, nope. And Perkins comes away with another rebound. He's been working hard on the rebound, on the rebounding department, both offense and defense. Teng asking for isolation against Elorde. Teng barreling through, fouled by Elorde, and then a little jawing. Buenafe, Teng, Pesumal, Eram. Teng apologizes to Elorde, and Buenafe too. Maybe not apologizes, but just says everything is cool. Fubu fearless shot for Rasbayas, Fubu International.
How do you differentiate the two?
Well, you know. Mahirap kasi pag sinabing apology, baka sabihin, I assume na siya yung may sala. Hindi naman gano'n
Okay.
Celebrate great times with Yellow Cab Delivery Hotline 789-9999. Great times, great pizza. And it is Vosotros. 12 points. Finds the stroke. And LaSalle is breathing down the necks of Ateneo now again. 53 Ateneo, 52 LaSalle. Last time, LaSalle led was 36-33. That was 8-13. Teng barrels through. Wala. Newsome trailing. Ravenna releasing. Not that time. Our players on the floor, brought to you by Hanes, America's leading underwear brand. 53-52. 6 minutes to play. Montalvo to Vosotros. Vosotros asking for a clear out. 6 on their 24. Vosotros gets the pick, releases for 3, gets it to go!
What a shot in the face and the outstretched arm of JP Eram.
And the 5th lead change of the game. LaSalle ahead by 2.
Remember who took over in game 1 in the first round for LaSalle? Almon Vosotros.
All right. Johnson rejected by AVO. Vosotros, nobody home.
And a horrible decision by Ryan Guenepe to try to beat Vosotros to the ball rather than go down and play defense on the fast break.
57-53, back in a moment. There is a separate battle going on with the crowd during that timeout. In the meantime, Master winning move. Lose the oil, win the game with Master. Put your game face on. How about Vosotros? 17 points, 6 rebounds. Our do more play of the game brought to you by Rexona. It won't let you down. Vosotros, 7 in the 4th quarter of his 17. 9-0 run by LaSalle, DJ, in the last 2 minutes.
Remember, in the first round encounter, Vosotros had 19 points to lead the way. 14 of those 19 all came in the second half.
Kit Kat best break. Join the break movement. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Ateneo only 1 field goal so far here out of 9 attempts in the 4th quarter. Well, LaSalle is 5 out of 9. But we have a whole ball game to play with 5:16 remaining. Newsome loses his balance. Johnson steps back for 3. That's off to the left. Montalvo, the rookie, with a huge rebound.
Quality minutes for Kim Montalvo. Doing well on both ends of the floor, defensively, offensively.
2 picks for Vosotros, who again hoists a 3. Not that time. Norbert Gomez! Uy, wala! Newsome now, nagmamadali. Newsome against Teng. Inside!
What a pass by Chris Newsome. And again, when Newsome gets the rebound, he runs right away.
Exactly.
He picks the defense apart because LaSalle's transition defense just sits back and watches.
What a game. And listen to this crowd from both schools. Perkins for 3. Gets it to go! Jason Perkins with only his 5th triple of the season out of 12 attempts. Babawi ba si Elorte? Wala. Abante na 5. Pinakamalaking lamang na LaSalle to, DJ.
This is the biggest already at 5 points. Remember, in the first half, they did have a biggest lead of only 4 points.
Teng with 8. Fouled, possibly by Newsome. He will take free throws. Perfect combination. Pure Food Standard Juicy Chicken Cheese Hot Dog. Great taste white. Great 3-hour coffee is white. Great taste white. Jason Perkins with his 5th triple of the season. 2 out of 5 from the line is Jeron Teng with under 4 minutes to play and a 5-point lead by LaSalle.
And the interesting thing about Teng, only coming back in the game in this 4th quarter, he is fresh. He is not tired. He only played 14 minutes in that first half and then rested the whole halftime and 3rd quarter.
A crowd of 23,289 right now. Back to the Raptors, TJ.
Huge, huge turnout for today.
And that's just the 2nd game. Oh, what a crafty move by Johnson. Just could not get it to go. Perkins. Lead is 6. Buenafe drives right, draws the foul from Perkins. This is 23,000 for the round number 2 encounter. Then earlier we had FEU and UST. They sounded like they were 23,000.
Solid crowd as well, yeah.
Tingnan muna natin to drive sa ating McDonald's Instant Slow-Mo. Spice up your day with the new McSpicy. Back to live action. Newsom trying to find Golia, not that time. Perkins breaks up that play. Revilla is back and fresh too. What a job by Kim Montalvo earlier.
Oh
DJ.
yeah, giving a lot of time for Revilla to
Perkins,
get some rest.
That's a spot that he usually likes, but not that time. Nagmamadali si Buenafe. Buenafe up to the right to Chomson.
Wow, look at that move. It was a baseline shot, and then what? A 4-on-2 fast break for Ateneo. That is just unacceptable transition defense if you're LaSalle.
Under 3 minutes to play and a 4-point lead for LaSalle.
Normally you see 4-on-2 breaks off a turnover or a steal, not off a missed field goal.
Vosotros has been the man for DLSU. Perkins. Vosotros again. Not that time. Tapek, mapupunta kay Chongson. Chongson. Pinilit. Kaya naman.
And again, Ateneo attacking them in transition. It's LaSalle who is being caught flat-footed on transition defense.
61-59. Here is that play, our Suzuki fast break of the game, brought to you by Suzuki's newest compact sedan, Swift Desire, Suzuki, a way of life. That is the 6th fast break point only of Ateneo, 5 for De La Salle in this game. But the point that you were trying to make was that it was off a missed shot.
Yeah, not off a steal or a turnover. And you saw in the background of Ryan Buenafe, Norbert Torres just jogging backward. You don't do that. You got to sprint back on transition defense.
We are all being treated to another great battle between two arch rivals and a turnover for LaSalle with 2:15 remaining. 61 LaSalle, 59 Ateneo as we look at our McDonald's Instant Slow-Mo here. Spice up your day with the new McSpicy. 16 turnovers for DLSU. Ateneo has 9.
Mapapadami na talaga ang turnovers ng LaSalle.
LaSalle is 7th in that department. Buenafe, not that time. Tapek, mapupunta kay Newsom. 2-minute mark. Simple lang mag-ipon sa PS Bank. Open a savings account now. As these two teams dragging themselves into the deep waters. Ravenna, Looper, no! Scrambled for the loose ball and Revilla ends up with it. 2-point lead for LaSalle. Revilla against Johnson. Revilla. 10 under 24. Perkins underneath. Naubusan na oras.
And another deflection forcing a turnover for LaSalle. They may not get the steal off the deflection right away, but it's the turnovers that have been forced eventually.
So that's our total attendance today. Kim Montalvo is back in.
That's an interesting substitution. Unless that's just for 30 seconds to get Revilla back in. But let's see if Coach Junior will gamble with the rookie.
A minute and 10. Johnson. Golia from 16. No. The tap goes to Buenafe. No. Perkins asking, begging for a foul, and he gets it.
And Coach
it is
goes on
Ravenna.
the floor. He should get a warning for a technical here. And the refs are very, very patient, not calling a technical on him right away. Nor a warning. Wow, the referee who he charged at just smiling it off. And that's referee number 3, referee Bermeo, totally ignoring that Bo Perasol was in his face at the free throw line.
This is where the foul was called by Ravenna. No? Pero yung inireklamo ni Coach Bo, yung bago ba yun? Ano? Bago pa itong rebound na to. That's the foul. There's no question about the foul there. I think what he was asking for is previous to that. Kung meron ba daw. Yun ang hinihingi niya.
But did they call it technical?
Yes, they did.
They eventually did. Wala lang tayo nakitang hand signal kanina.
Meron na dito.
So now that's gonna hurt from a coach. The coach has to have the best composure to not make a mental error in the last minute of the ball game when you're down by 2 points. And you're gonna get ball
Ito
possession.
yung scramble kanina.
Diyan siya siguro humingi ng foul kay Ryan. May hampas sa likod. I don't know who that was from. Hit him in the back of the head.
I think that's what he was contesting earlier, TJ.
But regardless of what happened was called on the floor, you expect the person to have the most composure is the coach. Your players can overreact, your assistant coaches can overreact, but the head coach should be the most composed.
And now the lead is 2 possession. It's a 2 possession lead rather, with a full minute to play.
And ball possession back to LaSalle after those 2 free throws.
Perkins gets it back. Perkins trying to outmaneuver Buenafe. He is called for a charge. That is the 3rd turnover here in the 4th quarter by LaSalle.
Perkins not contesting that one. It was square. Ryan eventually was square. Held his ground there. There you go. Nauna siya sa pwesto.
Coach Juno pointing to his head, telling his players, you gotta remain focused and make smart decisions. They're up by 4, 49 seconds remaining. Buenafe for 3, gets it to go! That is his first triple of the game. Does that still surprise you?
No, not at all. 1 out of 6. And the one coming in the last seconds of the game? No, I am not surprised with Ryan Buenafe.
63-62, 30 seconds to play, 11 on the shot clock on LaSalle.
And no need to foul if you're Ateneo.
They blitz Vosotros. 5 on the shot clock. Dang, barrels through. And a foul is called on Buenafe.
That's a block called by the refs.
Referee Bermeo calling the block. And the bench of Ateneo all up in arms, but they have to stay where they are and stay cool as you look at a no-hassle play. Pure Foods, crisp and juicy wingers, no bones, no hassle. 1 out of 6. Sabi mo nga.
Yep, 1 out of 6. Now Jeron Teng is back on the line. He is 3 out of 7 today. Make that 3 out of 8.
Everybody is standing here at the Araneta Coliseum, TJ, both sides, with 19 seconds remaining. Good enough for a 2-point lead. And an Ateneo timeout. 64-62 is our score. We got to collect ourselves, and we'll take a break. Be back. .4 seconds. 64-62. DLSU in the lead. Ateneo possession. Your thoughts, TJ?
Well, here's the thing. If you look at the guys on the floor right now, nobody really has had a rhythm. Wala talagang hot hand na masasabi mo na pwede mapunta. Ang hot hand dyan sa pinakamainit sa kanila would be Nico Elorde or Rami Chomson. But they weren't creating their shots. They were getting their shots off drive and kick out situations. Will they do that? Or will they go to T for Avena, which is what it looks like right now? Wow.
Quick 2.
And that was the most important thing. Quick 2. They tied the game with 14 seconds to go.
Both teams, by the way, in the penalty. 64 all. 14.5 seconds. We are staying on the air and listening and eavesdropping on Coach Juno Soler. After we look at the Yakisoba move brought to you by Nissin Yakisoba. Yakisobrang sarap. Hinanapan ng paraan. He has not had a good game, but Kiefer Ravena with that body control able to get it up and in.
Natapik na yun sa lagay niyon. He almost lost it, but you wonder where was the help defense of LaSalle when he finally committed to the drive. The bigs were not there.
He is 3 out of 11 before that shot. Let's listen in.
Jason, Norbert, Almond, okay? Go na. Kev, okay? Almond, Kev, corner. Decoy, Jeron, down pick. Back pick, Decoy, then down pick. Okay, you come out. Kev, after this one, Go back right here. Almond will go 1-4 Jeron. Alright? 1-4 Jeron. Norbert's here, Jason. Okay, listen. If he attacks this way, keep Almond stay in the corner. Okay, Norbert, you're going like this. Jason, you're going like that. If Jeron attacks this way, Norbert, you're going here. React on his spin. If he spins, react. Alright? If they collapse, you know who's open. Jeron, make a good decision.
Ateneo shot 31% in the fourth quarter. LaSalle, 38%. Father Jet Villarin, Ateneo president. Brother Ricky Guda, DLSU president. All in attendance, being treated to another classic between the two rivals. And here we go.
So we heard Coach Juno calling for a 1-4 isolation on Jeron Teng, as well as instructing the rest of the players to see how he moves and how they will spread themselves out on the floor.
14.5 seconds, and it's in the hands of Jeron Teng with 11. Now.
And Chris Newsom, the best Ateneo defender, on him.
Teng twirls, puts it up, and
oh, what a shot! And Jeron Teng only hit one field goal before that. No timeouts left for Ateneo.
2 seconds. Ravenna will come up short. And Jeron Teng puts up the winning shot against Chris Newsom of Ateneo. And they repeat against their arch rivals after the round 1 victory.
And this
Let's
is
look
only,
at that play again.
Boom, only his second field goal of the game. He was 1 out of 5 prior to this, and still Coach June had the confidence to call him for the last shot.
And sat the whole third quarter too.
Yep.
RCBC Savings Bank, life-changing move. RCBC Savings Bank's My Loans, it's life-changing. Jeron Teng able to knock it down, short range, really creating space for himself. That was 1.9 seconds remaining after that shot. Coach Juno Soler and the rest of LaSalle, congratulations. The winning Team Bonchon of the game, powered by Bonchon Chicken. Team Bonchon for the win.
And remember, it's a 2-point loss, and there were 2 points given away via a technical foul. That technical foul really shows how much it hurt because they lost by 2 points.
That's a great point, TJ. Pag-usapan pa rin natin yan sa aming pagbabalik dito sa Araneta Coliseum. We're back with you here at the Araneta Coliseum. It is a 66-64 De La Salle win, and a classic game once again decided with 1.9 seconds remaining on a Jeron Teng turnaround around 12 feet out. Jollibee champ of the game though. Amon Vosotros, Big Burger goodness like no other. Vosotros 19 points, 9 in the fourth quarter.
Jeron Teng would not have the opportunity to take the winning shot if not for Alvin Vosotros' game-long brilliance, especially in the second half.
And he's hearing it from the crowd right now.
And the jabbing, he got in the head of Kiefer Ravenna throughout this game as well.
PS Bank Maasahan player of the game. Simple lang mag-ipon sa PS Bank. Open a savings account now. Repeating his performance in that game number 1, round number 1. Ano?
Sakto ba? 19 points. Sakto.
And again, clutch in the fourth.
Yep.
For the former San Sebastian standout. And now, proud DLSU member. Gatorade fuel duel of the game definitely is fueled for the win with Gatorade 3 out of 3 for him as he wins his duel against Kiefer Ravenna.
Huge performance, and we did see them duel. We were watching them off the ball, jawing at each other, smiling at each other, exchanging pleasantries, whatever was said, and it looks like he has obviously won that advantage.
Jeron Teng though, with a winning shot here. 8 points for him only, as you mentioned. 2 out of 5 from the field, 4 out of 9 from the free throw line, with 7 rebounds and limited minutes in the second half because of his foul trouble. All right, Avida Hit at Home score update. Take one for the team and shoot now. Join Avida's Hit at Home. Adamson University host still leading that one. The last time DLSU swept Ateneo in the elimination round was in UAAP season 68. That
9
was
years
the last
ago.
time.
9 years ago.
Ganun lang, 9 years ago. Okay. On Wednesday, balik tayo dito sa Araneta Coliseum. Patuloy ang UAAP Season 76. The now number 1 team, National U Bulldogs, go up against the UP Fighting Maroons. And as you discussed earlier, EJ, both Ateneo and LaSalle don't have it easy in their next 3 assignments.
Hindi
And
madali.
and they start with UE.
And they have the same exact schedule, UE and UST. Pero mauna lang dito ang LaSalle. Medyo mababahinga ng konti ang Ateneo. They will face UE after UE plays LaSalle.
But UE won't have Charles Mami and possibly
Olivares?
Possibly. They're
Yep,
still
yes,
deliberating
yes.
on that.
Caseros will be back.
Caseros will be back.
And,
so we'll keep
but
you
when
posted on
Ateneo
that.
plays UE, Mami will be back.
Oh, that's right.
That's a big difference.
Like I said, it doesn't get any easier. It's never been easy here to get a win in the UAP, especially in season 76. FEU losing to UST in double overtime earlier today, and LaSalle winning over Ateneo in a classic here at the Araneta Coliseum. For TJ Manoto, Ina Ongsiaco, Selena Dagdag, Direct Alneri, everybody behind the truck for ABS-CBN Sports. I'm Boom Gonzalez saying so long from the Araneta Coliseum. We'll see you next time for more of the UAAP.
UAAP Season 76. Greatness never ends.